Welcome back to If You Laugh, You're Conservative.
My name is Billie Eilish, and no humans illegal on stolen land. I live in a gated community, but I just think what's going on right now, my management told me is terrible. And I just have to say no human is illegal on stolen land. I'm the bad guy. Duh. I think we all need to keep protesting, and by we, I mean you. Duh.
I just want to say muchas gracias to el presidente Trump and ICE for deporting all these illegal aliens and for pepper spraying all these white liberal, crazy, fat, mucho loca muchacha. Anyway, everyone in this room is a retard, except for Jelly Roll. You're cool. Everyone else can kiss both sides of President Trump's big, beautiful ass. Muchas gracias, bichachos.
If this was really Bad Bunny's speech, I might have checked out the Super Bowl halftime show. Happy Black History Month, everyone.
Happy Black People Month, buddy. Look what I got you. Your favorite, KFC, some Hennessy, obviously, because that's all you drink, some rubbers for the big boy down low, and a 9-volt battery to stop all the beeping.
Nope.
Come on, let's
and give me that. Have me a good night.
If I wake up to a weird noise in the middle of the night, I do not want a man that says, we should leave, and gets really scared. No, I want the man who, this is the most exciting event that's ever happened to him, because he has been planning it in the back of his head, waiting on something to go wrong in his house in the middle of the night. So he just automatically has that perfected firearm right next to the bed and a plan.
That's why you date conservative.
Married men are the worst marketing team for marriage that you have ever come across. They'll be standing next to their wives. They'll look young men in the eyes. They'll be like, don't do it. And then the wife is in on it weirdly. She's like, oh, Robert's so funny. And then he keeps going. He's like, every morning is worse than the last. And then she's still laughing. She's like, oh my God, he's like a comedian. Just like, you know. And then he's like, ha 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 ha. You ever watch a horror movie, you know, when they go to the gas station before the mountain they're going to get murdered on? And there's that old guy who's like, you don't want to go. That's every married man I've ever met in my entire... Don't go to Marriage Mountain. There's a lot of long-winded stories without an ending on that mountain. And you gotta go to bed at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of an era. The infamous Leering Center in Minneapolis has removed their sign.
So the sign for the Leering Center is officially down. It looks like there's people inside the door. There is. I don't know if that's security or what. But yeah, no more Leering Center.
No more Leering Center. There never was one. I think they're getting tired of people taking endless selfies.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Oh my God, Billy, this is the gold standard of land acknowledgement. Like, I never thought I'd see the day. Oh my God, this makes me so happy. So I'll tell you what, now that you've acknowledged that your mansion is on stolen land and no human is illegal, obviously, and laws don't apply, obviously, then let me know when a good time for me and a bunch of my friends to come over and take over your places for a few years. Okay? Because like we're all on disability, right? From Starbucks. And, you know, we depend on others doing something with their lives, right? We're socialists, right? Dibs your bed. But my friends can sleep on the floor and the couches and whatnot. Now, none of my friends are bigots, so don't worry, okay? We all have 11 boosters and we love abortions, okay? We'll fit right in. Now, I think I should also bring over some of the members of the tribes that you stole the land from, like the Tongva and Cherokee and the Choctaw and the tribe, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, and we don't shower much, okay, or anything. We drink wine instead of water, okay? And we don't even use ice in our drinks, right? Because we've abolished that in protest for the last couple months. So the water bill will be really low as well. So all we need is just an unlimited supply of wine, right? So if you can make sure that you have that ready for when we come over. Oh, and Tylenol. Okay, we need lots of that.
Remember, the left only likes minorities when they vote blue.
I think it's time to start telling brown Trump supporters that we've reported them to ICE, whether we have or not. I haven't. I've said that to 3 different people, and every single one said, well, why would you do that? I don't know, you were brown, your name was Gonzalez, it was scary.
Isn't that so racist? Just because someone's brown, you immediately label them as an illegal immigrant?
Yet somehow we're the racist? Yeah. So let me get this straight. You looked at someone, saw their skin color and last name, and thought ICE threat? Yeah. That's not activism, babe. That's racial profiling. First of all, any brown person who voted for Trump is not getting detained by ICE. You want to know why? Because they're legal citizens. They followed the law. They value doing things the right way instead of cutting the line. Second, I've never looked at a brown person and thought, oh, they're scary. But apparently you only love minorities when they vote blue. But the second they don't agree with you politically, suddenly it's intimidation, ICE jokes, and stereotypes. So you don't actually see people, you see votes. And the only color you care about? Blue. And by the way, a lot of Hispanics voted for Trump. So what now? You mad they used their right to vote? Very peaceful, very tolerant, very party of love. Yeah, you really thought this was a flex, but all it did was expose who you really are.
Asking guys who the most famous painter is.
Who do you think is the most famous painter of all time?
Oh, definitely Picasso. I know that name the most.
No, I think it's Leonardo da Vinci. Did the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper. I mean, technically. He wasn't even a painter. He's more of a painter than you'll ever be.
When you wake up from a nap and find everyone in the family room watching a movie without you. Did they?
Is it sexist for women to cross the street at night to avoid men? Why is the same not true for white people to cross the street to avoid black people? Is it not avoiding violence?
Both are for safety. Now, the white person crossing the street, their lack of a sense of safety is coming from things like scapegoating and propaganda that they've been fallen victim to. Women crossing the street for safety is coming from either their personal lived experience or the lived experience of women around them.
Great. Okay, what's stopping a white person who's had a bad experience with a black person and then pointing to crime statistics, which do seem to indicate that black people per capita commit certain violent crimes more often than white people? From your perspective, your frame, your lens, what would actually be wrong with a white person from arriving at basically a racist position?
Nothing.
To be fair, I was robbed at knife point and gunpoint by black men. I was living in Africa, but still...
California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom appears to have a big fan, that's a euphemism, at Vogue's If the Magazine's latest piece on him is any indication. All right. The profile begins with this gushing, frankly inappropriate description of the governor. I hope you've already eaten. All right, let's get this out of the way. He is embarrassingly handsome. His hair seasoned with silver, at ease with his own eminence. It must drive Trump nuts, she writes.
Gavin Newsom even have nuts when he sits like that? Yeah, we don't listen to these magazine people that keep putting Big Mike on the cover of their magazines, but not Melania Trump. Not an actual supermodel. It's 1 a.m. and you decide to turn your smart car into a Lamborghini. Would we name this car Trans Lambo? Transgini? Okay, that's a lot of body work. Okay, I'm seeing the vision. Looks more like an Audi TT, in my humble opinion. Girls getting boyfriends versus boys getting girlfriends.
Guess who has a boyfriend?
Do be like that,
peace,
though.
You never wore one anyways.
I can still hang out on weekends.
Viking funeral.
I think it's very ironic and frankly sad to see celebrities who live in gated communities with private security, with millions of dollars to spend protecting themselves, trying to just demonize, law enforcement, public servants who work for the United States government to enforce our nation's laws. And you didn't hear this same type of uproar from celebrities in Hollywood when the previous administration allowed an invasion of our nation's borders and allowed innocent women and girls like Jocelyn Nungaray and Laken Riley to be killed and murdered at the hands of people who should have never been in our country in the first place.
I've been watching videos of white women getting arrested. It's the best. They have the same energy as black dudes seeing magic.
Check out my Cameron Vance channel and you too will see some white women not only get arrested, but pepper sprayed by ICE agents.
They cannot believe it is happening. They're like, I'm the one who called the cops. How am I getting arrested? The best.
Guys, he almost had it. Liberals, I want everything that you want to happen to legal immigrants to happen to you. Thanks. I'm headed home, actually. Billie Eilish, nobody is illegal on stolen land. Great, I'm moving into your $14 million mansion next week. Uh-oh. He's in a spin. You turn into the slide? Oh. He learned how to mix concrete twice as fast. He's doing it, and they're loving it.
This should be illegal. Realtors are using AI-generated photos to enhance real homes that are actually for sale. This gorgeous 3-bedroom has a dead lawn and a chain-link fence, but here's what it would look like if it had a pool.
Here's what your double wide would look like if you spent $200,000 on it.
Another angle of the dead lawn, but imagine if there was a horse and stable. They're calling it virtual remodeling, as if actual remodeling didn't cost tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you know they're just trying to trick people into thinking the house is much nicer than it actually is, because the little virtually altered disclaimer is faded, tiny, and in the corner.
I'm good against evil.
Oh, so we're evil. I walked through the Trump rally in a Biden shirt. Not one person said something. I walked through the Biden side with a Trump shirt and I got attacked. Y'all motherfuckers evil.
Police, he got attacked. He got attacked. He called the cops.
Are you losing it? Are you? Goodies, I think.
I walked in there, Trump threw me out.
He did not. I walked in there in a Biden shirt just fine.
Yeah,
You're lying. You're lying to yourself. You got dementia, don't you?
I'm good against evil.
This is not snow, bruh.
Oh, year for this jump. Waiting all year, bro. Let's go.
You know, when snow gets piled up and melts a little bit, then freezes and then melts and then freezes, it becomes a white pile of rocks.
Oh yeah, do not trust those American snow mounds. They're built different. They have been compacted by freedom.
Let's get controversial. You don't know what I think about ice? I'll tell you. I love it. I love it. But at a certain point in time, too much of it in my drink turns it flat. And you pissed off because I didn't give you a 20% tip? We made eye contact 4 times over. I had less than a third of a drink and I'm eating hot wings and you didn't come by one time and ask me for a refill? I shouldn't have give you what I gave you, but that's the kind of...
Trent, I don't think that's a very controversial take at all, but I do support ICE, and I'm talking about them boys deporting illegal criminals.
What brings you out here today?
I don't want to talk to you.
Why not?
I don't want to talk to you.
Can you not support your ideas? What brings you out? Can you, not touch my stuff? We're going to get the police if you take my stuff.
Cannot do that. Do you understand? You can't touch other people.
I do. So what makes you feel comfortable touching my stuff?
What?
That dog got a shiesty on.
What is this? What is this? You got ears? Hi, my love. Hi, Juice. Oh, I can't take it. I can't take it.
You got 2 choices, Billy. Feed or bleed. Now drop that bucket. That's what I thought. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Now what is this? Grain? Oh, this is bull.
What is this? A 1955 Ford F-100 custom pickup. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Looks like it should be in a Cars movie. Sell price. Did that thing sell? It is so corny. Oh man. $52,000.
I came home to this flooded toilet. First thing we gotta do is drain the floor. So
the American way.
So we're gonna use this.
The judge.
It's a multi-cal, I guess you would call it. Governor, draining the floor. That's the first thing in order to fix this toilet. Let's go. Ooh, That was concussive. I think our water can drain now. It's definitely draining through that hole. Now we got this clogged up toilet. Obviously, we're gonna have to unclog it in a similar manner. So let's unclog this toilet. We got it completely full, running over. It won't flush. The governor to the rescue. All right, let's do it. Ooh! That was nasty.
Does this man just walk around shooting up old trailers?
When I was in 7th grade, I saw a sign that was posted all throughout our school. And it said, "You are perfect the way you are." And I asked my teacher, then I said, "Then why am I in school?"
Right.
Why would you go to school if you are the perfect the way you are? Instead, it should be, "You have great potential." It's a much, much better message to tell a young person. Because as soon as you say you're perfect the way they are, they know they're not. They put more pressure on themselves. They're harder on themselves. Instead, it should be a pursuit and a journey towards development. That I am not there, but I'm going to keep on trying to either lose weight or improve my diet, stop lying, get better friends, find faith, and then maybe I can be a better version of myself. The West was built on that. The West was not built by a bunch of people on the Mayflower Compact saying I'm in deep love with myself. The Declaration of Independence was not signed by 56 people that were into self-love. It was signed by people who loved the Lord, loved their family, and loved their country. I encourage you to do the same.
Amen. Oh, is this man sledding a deer? Just riding his meat. Oh. You know, when you got to pack it out and you forgot a sled, don't show this video to a vegan. We ride our food before we eat it. An American patriot purchased a pro-ICE billboard in San Francisco that says Defensive Player of the Year, ICE.
A new digital billboard at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco is evoking mixed reactions.
It made me sick to my stomach.
It's an ad that shows support for ICE.
They have a job to do too, that's it. You know, I don't have a problem with them.
The billboard reads, Defensive Player of the Year, ICE.
Nice.
A group that calls itself American Sovereignty is behind the billboard. We tried to reach out to them to learn more about their motivation, but have not been able to reach anyone.
I'm worried for my neighbors. I'm worried for what is happening. And I'm worried to see it escalating here.
With the Super Bowl just days away, these concerned community members say they're doing something every day to get their message out.
I'm so surprised that San Francisco allowed that type of billboard. Here in Utah, I couldn't even put up a billboard that said protect women's sports. How vegans think milk is made.
Can someone explain why the NFL, which is only 24% white, needs an office of diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Explaining ICE to liberals in terms they'll understand. Person who entered the U.S. illegally and is committing crime. ICE. I think they'll understand this. Might need to dumb it down a few more grade levels, though. How it feels telling your wife she's acting just like her mother in the middle of an argument. Bombs away! Watch as Don Lemon, who violated the civil rights of Christians, get a standing ovation from the Hollywood elites. Stunning and brave and stunning. You know, I should go storm a mosque in the name of journalism and see if Hollywood will give me the same type of standing ovation. The No Borders leftists set up checkpoints, aka borders, to scan driver's IDs in Minnesota.
Can I drive? I got a red light.
So now we need permission to drive from these people?
I was just saying, it looks like in our system, your plates came up as an ICE plate.
Can I put one of these out the window and ask if this counts as a form of ID?
I just wanted to come through and see what was up and talk to you. What's your name? Ali. Ali. A lot of the neighbors support what we're doing, so happy to be here. You know?
Has local law enforcement said anything?
Not that we know of, no.
Of course not, because it's Minnesota.
You want to know what my favorite part of all of this is? The leftists who call people Nazis for wanting to enforce borders and check people's IDs are now enforcing borders and checking people's IDs.
You taste that? It's the hypocrisy and double standard in the air. Well, I didn't expect to see this. Oh. Humpback whales feeding. All right, what do you guys think? AI or not? Holy. I think that might be real. Ever notice riots only happen in liberal cities? It's basically liberals destroying their own stuff. That's called a temper tantrum, not a revolution. It's like you're living in your parents' basement and you're so mad about the rules that you start trashing your own room, giving side quests to strangers.
You look like you've held a blade before.
No.
Night's Watch could use a man like you.
Okay, so what's going on? What's up?
Cold winds rise in the north. A threat grows beyond the wall. Join the Night's Watch and fight for the realms of men.
Let's go.
Are you down for real?
Yeah, I'm down. Where do you want to go?
What's your name, stranger?
Angus.
Sir Angus the Brave.
Yeah.
You know, I think 99% of men would accept that side quest. No question. Out here teaching life lessons. Looks like we got some forward-on-forward contact. That means it's consensual. Oh, I've seen that brake pedal. I don't recommend this. YouTube, I don't recommend this.
This is honestly the way women want to sleep.
Hope you brushed your teeth.
I knew you'd like this.
What video made you laugh? Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Conservative Vibes. I'm CV, and I'll see you in the next video. Do you identify as American? Snag a t-shirt at conservativevibes.com. We also have freedom shirts and hoodies and baby onesies. USA made, USA strong.